economic recession was so catastrophic that we all know that even Suze Orman says that her rules on managing your money 10 years ago don't apply anymore. So now she has a new book. Her books are so good and so readable. This is called The Money Class, and she lays out the new rules on where your money should be if you want to realize your American dream of financial freedom. Welcome, Suze Orman. We'd love to have you on with us. The biggest subject, real estate, owning your home and so forth. What advice would you have given us? What advice would you give us now?
I have to tell you, 10 years ago I would have, and I probably did, say owning a home could be the best investment you could ever make. It's something that's the American dream. Today, I would not tell you that. Do you know that there are more people who own homes today that wish they didn't own those homes because
they do instead?
Well, obviously you rent, but Barbara, you have to understand. You know that 1 out of every 4 or 5 people owe more money on their mortgage than what their house is worth. Their dream is, can somebody just get this house away from me? Can I just rent again? Can I be free?
So that's the new dream. Now owning a home was owning a home. Now it's just
a choice of a home or a condo. Which should you buy?
I would rather buy a home because in a condo you have all these other people that own that may be underwater, that may have lost their job, and then they affect you and what happens with yours. Own a home if you can.
So people who want to get a house, then their dream should be just to rent?
No, you only would buy a home today if and only if you get a steal of a deal. Because what you might want to ask me is, Susie, where's real estate going?
Well, that was actually my question.
Oh, ask it then. No, where?
How long do you think it'll take before real estate markets recover, Susie?
Oh, that's such a brilliant question. Okay, I'm so glad you asked. Here's the thing, everybody. Understand this. We have gone down in many areas 50%. There are houses out there that have actually gone from $700,000 in Tampa to $150,000 today. Okay. So to answer both of your questions at the same time, you would buy a house if and only if you got a steal of a deal, meaning a house is selling for $150, get it for $120, because I think we could see another double dip in real estate and they could go down.
More?
I think more. I think it is possible that it will take till at least 2025 for real estate to come back to where it was. Mostly everywhere. But if you're underwater, you are going to have to make a decision here. Like, how much underwater are you? Can you afford it even though you are underwater? Let's just assume you don't have a job, you have credit card debt, you're seriously underwater by 50%, and the banks will not help you, and you don't know what to do. Bye-bye. You're walking away.
Thank you. If I could just jump, because you did mention unemployment.
Yeah.
What's your advice for someone who's either newly unemployed and also those who've been, chronic unemployment is a problem, so chronically unemployed, what do you do?
As soon as you become unemployed, stop living like you were living when you weren't unemployed. Cut down. So, for instance, you went out to eat 3 times a week. You're not going out to eat at all.
Right.
You are unemployed. You need to live like you are unemployed. You are to spend money only on the necessities of life. There are no wants. You have to really cut back. You have to prioritize.
Back to school? How do you get that job?
Here's the thing, you can't, going back to school and there are millions of people out there that have a degree and they can't get a job. So don't go back to school and get yourself into debt to go back into.
What should you do? They keep talking about retraining.
Yeah, but retraining for what?
Something that's needed out there.
But not where you're going into student loan debt.
No, not that. Right.
Because student loan debt is dangerous.
You said that there's
because I know people who are 30, 20 years later are still paying off their student loan.
Well, that's why. Because an audience, you listen to me right now. In most cases, student loan debt is not dischargeable in bankruptcy. You can bankrupt credit card debt, home loan debt, IRS debt. You cannot.
You want to go to school and you can't afford it.
Well, you can go and you can get loans, but you are not to get loans for more than you can afford to pay back. You are better off postponing in today's economy.
You said, as far as loans, I want to read this because you said that there's one student loan that is the most financially dangerous thing you can get.
Yeah.
What is that student loan?
That student loan is a private student loan. It's not with the federal government. A bank gives it to you because you can't afford to finance everything within, the government. A private student loan has no cap on the interest rate. They can take you up to 16, 17, 18% in many of the private student loans.
So what are you saying you do if you want to go to school and you can't afford it?
If you can't afford it,
So you just graduated from high high school.
But you just graduated from high school and you really can't afford it. You are either to go to a community college,
State university.
state university. You are not to do something thinking it's all right. I'll get these student loans and I'll figure out a way to deal with it years from now. It's not to work
Because
that
4
way.
years from now, it's not going to be.
years from now, we may just be coming out. Do you remember when I sat on the show in 2008 and you asked me when? And I said 2015, and you all looked at me and you went, what? And here we are almost in 2012. You gave me the same reaction when I said 2012.
Depressing. Is there anything good about the economy? What?
What's good about it, everybody? We have come back to the values of what matters. Don't spend money you don't have to impress people you don't even know or like.
What about if you want to do your own business? Because so many people get it. So I said they'll go into business for themselves.
Only if they know what they're doing, which is why, and I don't mean to take it back to the book, you have got to go back to class to learn about money all over again. It's really just that
You
simple.
are terrific. We love to have you on with us. You are. I just want to tell you, this is Suze Orman's book.